What's going on YouTube? Coach Anthony here. It's been a minute since I dropped any instructional videos. You know, I've been pretty busy. Earlier this year we had Tevin Farmer fighting for a world title. Got a lot of stuff going on in my gym. Just haven't had time to focus on this YouTube channel. This year I got a good team behind me now, and we plan on dropping consistent videos. I'm also gonna have some cool videos that you guys can purchase coming in the near future. This year I plan on really attacking YouTube, you know, pretty aggressively, and giving you guys the videos you guys been asking me for. As for these videos that I'm gonna be putting out now, I like to give out basic stuff in the beginning and build up, just like building a house. So I know a lot of people want advanced videos, you know, really high level technical videos. Those videos are gonna come, but I'm gonna start off with these basic videos, like how to properly, you know, throw a jab when you know, how to work the mitts. A lot of people have been asking for mitt work videos because that's something that I post a lot on Instagram, and people wanna learn how to hold the mitts and different things. We're gonna get into all of that stuff this year, but today the video that I wanna put out is just gonna be how to, you know, work the jab, you know, on the mitts. One thing I also want to do is give a big shout out to Killer Mitts. These are my favorite mitts right now, man. I gotta be honest with you guys. They're air mitts. If you haven't checked out Killer Mitts, make sure you check them out. Also, Box Raw, you know, hook me up with the gear, you know, not the sweater, but the pants and the hat. You know what I mean? Box Raw got some of the flyest boxing gear you're gonna find right now, so make sure you check them out. But I got my man right here, one of my amateur boxers. Today what we're gonna focus on is the jab, okay? So if you've looked at any of my instructional videos in the past, I taught you guys how to throw a jab, which is basically just a rotation of your lead arm with your southpaws, the right hand. He's an orthodox fighter, so he's just gonna turn over the punch, right? The chin's behind the shoulder. That's the basic jab, okay? Bring it back. When you're holding the mitts and when you're hitting the mitts, all you wanna do is work everything together. So he's just basically gonna step into the punch. I'm gonna catch the shot, all right? So he's gonna go ahead and throw the jab. Good. And even that right there was a bit excessive, just a smaller step, jab. Good. Jab. Good. Jab. All right, now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. When you're working the jab, there's gonna be different ways you're gonna work it, okay? First things first though, when I'm working with somebody, especially a beginner, when they're using the jab, I wanna make sure all their tools are right. So I wanna make sure that elbows are in, hands are up, and that he's bringing his hand back to his face after he throws his jab. So he throws jab, 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 bang. Good. Another thing I don't wanna do is press too hard when I put the mitt out, because then I choke the jab, okay? I want him to get that extension out, all right? Chin down behind there. I want that extension. So when I throw it, I do want impact, but I don't want to go too hard. So jab, 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 jab. And a lot of trainers are, you know, that's a mistake I see a lot of trainers doing, even myself. Sometimes I watch some of my own mitt work videos and I'm like, man, I was pushing my arm a little bit too far there. So, you know, it's just something you want to think about. Another thing, when you're working the jab, there's gonna be different ways you're gonna work it. So sometimes if he wants to work on his lateral movement, he'll step to his left and pop a jab, right? Typically, you're not just gonna throw one jab when you step to the left, you're gonna throw a couple. So maybe you'll throw 2 or 3 back to back. Good, do it again. And you're gonna do that really when somebody is being the aggressor and you're trying to work laterally to keep them turning. So for instance, he's working the outside of the ring and I'm coming forward, he'll use that triple jab and step around. Now maybe sometimes when you're wanting to get to your opponent, what you'll do is you'll step directly to him, straight down the line, and he'll just pop his jab. Double up. Okay? So there's gonna be different times that you're gonna use the jab, all right? As a mid holder, you also want to make sure, like I said, he's bringing his hand back to his chin, so sometimes throw a jab, just throw the hand back. As you can see, he brought his hand back to his face, and he was able to catch the counter right hand that is a counter for the jab. So do it again. Good, jab, good, jab, good. Constantly always checking the elbows, making sure the elbows are in. All right, one more time, jab, 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 jab. Maybe he'll take a step back, jab, step back. Sometimes you can even step to the right, jab, jab. Stepping to the right is typically to set up a power shot with the right hand. Not something that you're going to do often. It's really not a natural movement. You're mainly going to probably be stepping left, back, and straight to your opponent. But every once in a while, you will step to your right, jab, 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 jab. that's basically it. You know, that's the basic components of working the jab on the mitts. We also do other stuff. You know, sometimes we go offline. Sometimes we attack the body with the jab. Sometimes we add in our up jabs and spear jabs. I'm not going to get into all of that. All that stuff's coming in the future. This is just the basic way that you work the jab on the mitts. Remember, make sure the stance is right. Elbows are in. Punch is fully extended out. Everything is, chin is tucked behind, you know, the shoulders. He's on the ball of his back foot. He's bending his knees. That's what's more important than anything else when you're working the jab. Boxing knife.